Welcome to FinStecks with Laura and Anthony.
Hey everyone, good to be talking tech again.
Okay, let's get straight into it. Sony, they've finally dropped the WH-1000 XM6 headphones.
Yes, the anticipation was huge, wasn't it? Everyone's waiting to see if they've done it again.
Totally. So we've been digging into the early reports, the reviews, trying to figure out what's new, what's actually better this time around.
Exactly. Are these the ones to beat now? That's the question.
And the big headline seems to be noise cancellation, right? They're saying it's a major leap.
That's the claim. It all seems to center around this new processor they've put in, the QN3.
QN3. Okay, what's special about that?
Well, the specs say it's something like 7 times faster than the old QN1 chip, which is quite a jump.
7 times. Wow. So practically speaking, what does that faster processing get you? Better silence?
Pretty much. More power means it can analyze the sound around you much more intelligently in real time and cancel out a wider range of frequencies more accurately.
So it's not just processing power, they need good input too, right?
Right. And they've boosted that as well. They've gone from 8 microphones up to 12.
12 mics. Okay, so more ears listening for that noise.
Exactly. More data points mean it can pinpoint where the noise is coming from and what kind of noise it is. Some reviewers are saying it's noticeably better with like mid to high sounds.
Like voices,
Yeah.
office chatter.
Yeah, exactly that kind of stuff.
Right.
Which, if true, could be a huge deal for people working in busy environments or commuting.
Definitely. And what about the classic test, airplane noise?
The word is, it basically makes it disappear, like completely gone.
Okay, that's a bold claim.
It is. And the QN3 isn't just about brute force cancellation. They're talking about clever stuff like a look-ahead noise shaper.
Look ahead. Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, it apparently helps reduce distortion and makes the quiet sound cleaner, maybe even improving the dynamics of your music when the noise canceling is on.
So quieter and better sound quality within that quiet.
Nice. I also heard something about borrowing tech from their Walkman range. You did.
Yeah.
They've included things like a low-phase noise crystal oscillator, which is a bit technical, but think of it as helping with timing precision for the audio signal.
Okay.
And they're even using gold-infused solder in some places.
Gold solder. Seriously, why?
It's all about minimizing interference, crosstalk between components, tiny details, but they add up to cleaner sound, apparently. Purest signal path possible.
Right, those little refinements. And there's also something about adaptive noise canceling.
Yeah, the adaptive NC optimizer. It's meant to continuously adjust the noise cancellation based on your surroundings in real time, rather than just doing a one-time calibration like before, so it adapts as you move through different environments.
Okay, so the noise canceling sounds genuinely impressive. What about the physical design? The XM5s ditched the folding, which wasn't universally loved.
That's the other big news. They brought the folding back.
Ah, okay. That's huge for portability.
Absolutely. A lot of people miss that. And it's not just back. It's apparently a redesigned mechanism. They're using metal supports, feels sturdier, more robust.
Good. How does it fold now? Just inwards.
Yep, the ear cups fold inwards into the headband, making it much more compact than the XM5s were in their case.
Speaking of the case, any changes there?
Yeah, a redesigned case too. It's slimmer, which is nice. And it has a magnetic flap closure now.
Oh, magnetic. Easier to use.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Came out of their inclusive design workshop, apparently.
Yeah.
Nice little touch. And there's a dedicated spot inside for the cables, too. Keeps things neat.
Always appreciate cable management. Any other little design tweaks? Comfort stuff.
A few subtle things, yeah. The headband is reportedly a bit wider and flatter, which should spread the pressure more evenly for long listening sessions.
Makes sense.
And they've slightly increased the clamping force, how tightly they grip your head.
Oh, is that comfortable?
It's meant to improve the passive noise isolation, the physical seal, without being too tight. Fighting that balance, you know. Also, the power button is now recessed and circular, easier to find by feel, different from the noise mode button next to it.
Good thinking. Those little usability things matter. Okay, what about calls? Using headphones for calls is so common now.
Yeah, they seem to have focused on that too.
Mm.
It's got a 6-microphone system specifically for calls using AI-based beamforming.
6 mics just for voice. Wow. What does the beamforming do?
It essentially helps the system focus precisely on your voice and filter out the background noise around you much more effectively. So whoever you're talking to should hear you clearly, not the cafe or the street noise.
That could be a massive improvement.
And they added a dedicated physical mute button. Super handy for conference calls and stuff.
Oh, definitely need that sometimes. So the call quality is actually good then.
Early reports are saying it's excellent. possibly best in class even.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. It sounds like Sony really went for it with the XM6s.
Seems that way. The noise cancellation sounds like a significant upgrade with the new chip and all those mics.
Yeah, the QN3 and the 12 mics. And the return of the foldable design is a really welcome change for portability.
Definitely. Plus the improved comfort touches and that big focus on call quality with the dedicated mics and mute button.
It really feels like they listened to feedback on the last model and addressed a lot of key areas. Quite exciting, actually.
For sure. Looks like a very strong contender just hit the market.
Absolutely. Well, that's our first look at the Sony WH-1000 XM6. Lots to think about there.
Indeed. We'll see how they hold up in longer term use.
Stay tuned for more updates, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.